Morning, guys. I wanted to do a video really quick, just because of the day that today is. It is the 28th of August, 2013. It's been 50 years since the speech by Martin Luther King was given near the reflecting pool in the Capitol. So it's been 50 years. It's kind of an interesting day for me. I'm kind of looking at this with a new set of eyes. Anybody who has never watched him give the speech, or anybody who's never completely read through the speech, you need to go online and pull it up and read it. I would suggest you go to YouTube. I'll put the link in this video and watch him give the speech. If you just search "I Have a Dream" speech, I think the first one that the search results give you, click on. It's like 17 minutes long. You watch the full thing. It's really inspiring in so many different ways. And like I said, I'm definitely looking at it with a new set of eyes. I have come out as gay, and to my family, it's not a big deal. They love me and accept me for who I am. To the world, though, I'm different now. I'm not the same Brad that I was, and it scares them because of the town that I live in, and the state that I live in. Which don't get me wrong, I love Tennessee. I love where I live, but because of where I work and what I do, and where I live, it scares people, and it's not socially acceptable still. To be gay, you're very different, very foreign, very odd, and it scares people. So I am not afforded the same opportunity that other people might. Even in America, I'm not afforded the same opportunities as heterosexual couples. And it's sad, but I know this speech, this era and time gives me hope that one day I will. Or at least if I don't, that my children will. I don't have children right now, and so everybody's like, "Oh, how are you gonna have kids?" Come on, that's a dumb. We all know gay couples have children. They adopt. They some way, shape, form, or fashion can have children. So I want to know that even if I never get the right to marry in Tennessee, then another generation might by something I do. So I don't know if these people really thought 50 years ago that what they were doing would have an impact because of how their life had been in America up until this point. I don't know if they really thought that what they were doing right in that moment would change history. I mean, literally change the course history was on. I don't think America would be where it is now, or be as far along, or be in the shape that it's in if this hadn't happened. This was the beginning of the end of their oppression. This was the beginning of the end of them being, segregated, of them being looked down upon as a second-class citizen. And I want every gay person out there who may watch this at some point to know that this is us right now. I mean, please don't take this out of context. Please don't, think that black people have it the greatest and easiest now. I mean, because there still is racism in this world. There still is in this country. There still is where I live. I hear the comments. But compared to 50 years ago, it's nothing. I went to school with African American kids. I went to the same bathroom as African American kids. I graduated with them. I went to a college with African American kids. I work with them now. I transport them in the same ambulance as I do a white person, So compared to 50 years ago, that they've come so far, and that could be us. It's a grassroots effort. Take a stand, a small stand, from where you're at right now, in your community, in your own life, and make the world a better place. If it starts from the bottom, it'll gain momentum. It'll gain heat. Don't be afraid to stand for what you believe in. If these people that marched 50 years ago had been afraid, outwardly afraid, they wouldn't have made the progress that they made. They wouldn't have started a revolution in America. Now, they might have been afraid on the inside. I mean, we're all afraid on the inside when we do a lot of things. I was afraid on the inside when I came out. I mean, if I had to go on TV right now and talk about being gay, I would be horrified on the inside. I'd probably be on the verge of throwing up. But I couldn't show it because it starts from where I am right now. It starts from the bottom. This is us. This could be the start of our revolution. This could be the start of the end of our oppression. Maybe today it could start. I mean, I know it's already started. It started years ago. It started years ago when we had politicians and judges and people in our public eye that began to come out and say I'm gay. In some parts of our country, it's still not acceptable. So if you live in a place like that, it's time to put your big boy pants on and take a stand. Start from the bottom. Do one small thing a day that might make a difference. We should be allowed to marry. We should be allowed to have all the same rights as any other regular heterosexual couple. I shouldn't be judged by who I love. I should be judged on my talent, on my skill, on my education, on how I do my job. I recently had a post about me in the town I live in, and bashing me because I was gay and I'm in public safety. I treat that person the same as I would any other person. And I know that it's just ignorance. It's just being scared of something different. If you turn us all inside out, we're all the same. We all have the same insides. We all have blood. It's all red. We're all the same on the inside. We just might look a little different on the outside. We just choose to love differently on the outside. A man can love a man just as much as a woman can love a man. And a woman can love a woman just as much as a man can love a woman. There's no difference. Why should I be judged solely on that? So, I really hope you all go and read his speech. Let it inspire you to do greatness, to take your life and make your life a march for what you believe in. And it doesn't even have to be if you're gay. Let this inspire you to march for what you believe in, to march for how you want to live. I mean, you don't have to actually march. It's a figure of speech, I guess. Do what you can do. So, in the spirit of that, I do want to read a part of his speech, and because it's such a great speech, and not that I want to ruin it for everybody, but let us not wallow in the valley of despair, I say to you today, my friends. So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men were created equal. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin or who they love, but by the content of their character. So I just want to leave you with that. Go read the speech, go watch the video, and do something awesome with your life. See ya.